Hey guys, I'm April from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and I am here with this week's freebie. This is my Fall Festival folder, and it coordinates with this week's new kits that are up in my Etsy shop. This free kit does come in my weekly Friday emails, but if you're not signed up for those emails, you can get signed up by following the link in the description down below, and this will be sent to you immediately. I have printed everything out already on 110-pound cardstock. There is a decorative paper that comes with this. There are 3 sheets of ephemera and pieces, 1 decorative paper, and I have printed that decorative paper on the back of the sheet that has this panel. You could also print this texture on the back of everything if you'd like it all to be finished, but I only did it on this one piece today. All of my pieces are edged in vintage photo distress ink. I like the look of that, but that's not mandatory for this project. So let's get started with assembly. I have all of my pieces cut out, and I'm going to put all this ephemera off to the side. And I'm going to start with these pieces right here. I've got my base folder panel. It has been printed front and back, and all you're going to do is just fold this directly in half and give it a nice crease. I do recommend folding it back and forth a couple of times so that it wants to lay nice and flat whenever you open it up. That's just a little tip. That's what I like to do with anything that has kind of a hinge action. There are 4 pockets that are going to go on the inside of this. 2 of them are large with no tabs, and I'm going to start with those first. These are mirror image pockets, and you can put them in either way. You can put the little ferns or leaves on the inside, or you can put the more simple leaf on the inside. I like mine like this. And I'm going to use my Beacon fabric tack. I'm using this glue because it has a small point on the tip and I can get a thin line of glue with it. These pockets don't have any flaps on them, so you want to try to get a nice thin line of glue all the way around 3 edges. And then I'm going to center these pockets on each panel. So this one's on the left side, and I'm going to line it up with the bottom of the folder. And this is just centered right up. So there's a little gap there and then a little space between the hinge and the pocket. And I'm going to repeat that for the right hand side. Just a thin line of glue. And line that up with the bottom and center it on this right hand panel. Next, we have the deeper pockets. These do have tabs on them. I have pre-creased these as well. There we go. So these just fold in all 3 in this kind of formation. And I'm going to just go ahead and put glue on all 3 tabs. And again, line that up with the bottom. There's not a correct side for either of these pockets. I'm going to do it so the decorative speckles and leaves are going towards the center, but it's really up to you. And I'm going to place the second pocket on the other side. Now that the pockets are in place, I'm going to flip this over and work on the outside of the folder. There are a couple of larger panels, and this one is for the front with the tent on it, and I'm going to center that up, but if you wanted to, you could glue 3 sides of this and turn it into a tuck on the front of your folder. So there's a little room for creativity here. I'm going to go ahead and glue mine all the way down though. You could use a glue stick for this step if you wanted to. I'm just going to stick with the glue that I already have out. And I'm going to center this up as best I can. There we go. Now the back side, you can optionally place this poem card. It's the same size as the tent card. You could place this on the back as a decoration. This should also fit on the inside in one of your taller pockets. It should go all the way down in. It might poke out the top a little bit. You might like it to poke out the top a little bit. So that is up to you. You just have a couple of options with that piece. I think for me, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on the back side. And make sure that is all centered. I'm also going to add this little fall festival embellishment to the front. I'm going to center mine at the top, but you can do like a little jaunty angle. You could add some fabric or other papers underneath of that. Again, there's room for creativity when you're doing this project. So you can just simply glue it on like so, or you can add some layers there and make a little cluster. Now I'm going to move to the inside. I have 2 more pieces. I've got my sweet treats and my savory snacks. My festival is very food oriented, as a good festival should be. And I'm just going to center those on the bottom pocket. And there is the completed folder. Now you can just tuck the ephemera in however you like. Got my pile here. I'm going to start with some of the larger pieces and tuck them into the back pockets. Where's my other lady here? And then from there, you can kind of just do whatever sounds fun. I'm going to try to keep my sweet treats on the sweet treat side and my savories on the savory side. That's just my personal preference. I'm wondering if this popcorn is sweet or savory. Maybe it's both. Put that over here. And I like the look of visually, I'm going to tuck this last one right in here. And that's it. This is the Fall Festival folder. This is this week's freebie for my email list. So sign up if you haven't. The link is down below, as well as links to this week's new kits. I have the Acorn Festival, which is a story kit and has a story about a fairy and her friends that go out and try to find the golden acorn that's the centerpiece of the Acorn Festival. It's missing and they have to find out what happened to it. There is a second kit called Fall Festival Stalls, and it has 6 different festival stalls that you can kind of explore. It has descriptions of each one and some of the items from inside of them, as well as a few more ephemera pieces that will work really well with the Acorn Festival. So check out that kit as well. Finally, there's matching stationery as well as a junk journal paper set. So head to the description, click all those links, head to the Etsy shop, sign up for the email list, and I will see you in the next video.